Hey guys, welcome back to Dexter Ranch. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what to do if you lose a Dexter calf. And this is probably the case if you lose any breed of calf, but I'm just speaking on Dexter calves because that's what I have experience with. But I've had this happen a couple times now, and both times I have reacted the same way, and both times it has had the same outcome. So I figured it might be worth making a video about. But the most recent time was with this calf that's shown here in this video. And her name's Pumpkin, and she's about 5 days old right now. And that's her mom there, PK. And then that's actually her dad right behind them there. Just happened to get them all in the shot here. But this most recent time here with Pumpkin was 2 days ago, which would have put her at about 3 days old. I woke up in the morning, went out to check on the cows, and PK, her mom there, was in the barnyard kind of walking back and forth and mooing and making all kinds of noise. And then she kept walking over to a place that's a little bit outside of the barnyard, looking around, mooing, and smelling the ground in one particular place, which I'm assuming had to have been the last place that she thought she left the calf. And there will be times where you see a cow without her calf because the calves sleep a lot, and sometimes the mom will just let the calf sleep while she goes out to eat. And most of the time, though, it's just the cow's walking around eating, and she's not showing any concern. Therefore, I don't show any concern. Because as long as she's confident, then I'm confident. But in this particular situation, and in the other time that this has happened to me, the cow was obviously concerned about where her calf was and clearly acting like she had no idea where that might be. So in this last situation, after I seen her doing that, I proceeded to kind of push PK through the pasture, basically through the majority of the property. I was just walking behind her and kind of forcing her to continue to look for the calf. And obviously she keeps mooing, and I'm just hoping that this will help the calf come out from wherever it's at. That did not work. And mind you, I had woke up that morning with a project that I was going to do here on the property in mind. Was all hyped up to get work done. And here I am an hour and a half into trying to find a calf and haven't gotten anything done with my day. So after that didn't work, I decided to come back to the house, got on the four-wheeler, rode the dirt roads, looking in the ditches, looking in neighboring fields, just, looking everywhere, thinking maybe it got out, went somewhere else, or maybe a coyote drug it off, and maybe at least, if nothing else, I could find some remains or something just so that I would know, okay, it's gone, it's over with, or no, keep looking. Nothing on the four-wheeler, came back to the house, walked the whole property at least 3 more times by foot, looking around everywhere, nothing. Came back up to the house, actually had some lunch, made a few phone calls, went back out again Long story short, I ended up spending my entire day stressing out the entire time. And with this particular calf, it was a little bit more important of a situation to me than normal, just because every now and again, when you're raising these cattle, I mean, there's a lot of calves that are born all the time, but in this particular situation, I was super excited about this calf. She came from one of my favorite cows on the farm, and it's a girl, which is a plus, and it was just a pretty important calf to me. And I even remember the day that she was born, not that it was that long ago, but I remember actually having the thought that I was really excited about this calf, so as luck would have it, something would probably happen with it. I haven't really had any problems where I've like lost a calf to sickness or lost a calf just from losing it or anything. I haven't had anything really bad happen to me yet in my whole journey of raising cattle. So I thought, man, I'm so excited about this calf and what she's going to be. Typically when that happens, I don't know, in my experience in life, a lot of times when you get really excited about something, that might be the one where something might go bad. Just bad luck or just being negative in my head or whatever it is. I had that thought, and then when this happened, I thought, well, there you go. So I got myself all worked up, and you might have been thinking when you clicked on this video that I was going to give you some secret sauce, and maybe I am, but some secret sauce to finding a calf that gets lost. But the reality of it is that later on that evening, I went over actually and talked to my neighbor, because he's raised cattle longer than I have, and I said, hey, have you ever had any problem with coyotes out here or anything? I mean, have you had a coyote carry off a calf? And he raises Angus, so the calves are a lot bigger. But he said, no, I've never had a problem with it. And obviously I wanted to ask him if he had possibly seen the calf. But anyhow, after I left his house and came back home, none of the cows were up by the house, so I walked out to the other side of the property where they were all at, and there she stood with her mom. And this was the exact same thing that happened before with the other one that was lost for a full day. Was that it was gone, and in my head I'm thinking, how is this calf, when I see them with their moms, they're eating constantly. They're always eating. So I'm thinking whenever 14 or 15 hours goes by, I'm thinking this calf, it obviously would need to eat in that time period, so I'm thinking the worst. And the moral to the story and the advice that I'm going to give you is to just be calm. And in my experience, unless you find remains or you have a problem with predators or something like that, just be calm and wait it out, because typically the calf's around. And sometimes, like with the last one, the mom will even sometimes try to trick you, because when they're brand new like this, they want to keep you away from it. So they will try to play some mind tricks on you to make you think that they don't know where it's at, or lead you in the wrong direction when they know exactly where it's at, and it's not a problem. So, like I said, the moral of the story is don't worry about it. Calm down, and unless it's been like a couple days and you haven't seen that calf, there's a good chance that it's still on the property and that the mom knows where it's at. And maybe while you weren't watching, she went over there and fed it. Most of the time, it'll be fine. So that's my advice on if you lose a calf. Hopefully the story was somewhat entertaining for you and gives you some hope if you're in a similar situation with a calf on your farm. If you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to Dexter Ranch. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.